Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. I hope you all are doing well. Holy Divine Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? Thank you for your likes, your share. I heard wishes granted. Wish granted. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and any consideration of donation, whether it's just positive energy. At the end of the day, I appreciate you. What else, Spirit, do you have for the collective at this time? All right, so something's generated. Excuse me. Generated, generations. I'm getting the energy of someone just feels like they've been put out of the classroom. Not even a classroom, but I feel like they want to get into the classroom, but they can't. It's like, you know, the either they didn't follow all the things that they needed to be able to enroll admission-wise, but what I'm getting, y'all, is like a divine classroom, and they're just on the outsides. Because I'm seeing like a room. Obviously, it looks like a college, you know, something in the higher institution of learning, but it's a door with a glass window, and they're just kind of outside of that door, and they got their hands in their pocket and their head is pressed up against the glass, and they're looking down, you know, like, I wish I was able to get in sort of energy. I heard cast down just now, but I feel like that had to do with the generation energy that I picked up. Or generational. So y'all, it feels like somebody knew that they were supposed to be in some sort of higher learning institution if we're talking about spirituality. But for some odd reason, they didn't make it through. They didn't make it, you know, to where it is that they know they were supposed to be. And I feel like now they know after the fact. It's past tense. Because that door is closed. They're not getting entry inside of this room. And I feel like this room has to do with higher learning, knowledge, things kind of being passed down, having access to. But, you know, if you're part of the general quote-unquote population, you're not going to have access here. All right, we got it, Spirit. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get some cards out here, y'all. See what's happening. I heard keep pressing on. All right, I love it. But aren't we always in the classroom, you guys? All right, y'all, this is gonna be it right here. Excuse me. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands reversed. So somebody made it to some sort of completion only to be turned away. That's like standing in line or thinking that you're doing everything that you need to do in order to get qualified for something or pass a test is what I'm getting. They made it to the end and failed. They didn't get to, you know, progress to that completion, that final phase of completion. I'm getting an energy of, you know, I'm getting the book reference. This has been coming up, but, you know, a book is closed for a lot of us divine beings. But this, I'm hearing entrapment. This person was possibly somehow they felt they were also at the end of some sort of chapter or book or something, only to find out they got to go back and reread the whole thing. Like, they don't get to start on a new book here. That's the energy. So they got to go back through this. I mean, basically, we're talking about a karmatic wheel here that is not turning in their favor in comparison to where you are, collective. So this lets me know that this is copycat energy. Somebody wanted to replicate what it is that you were doing, the lifestyle you were living, how wonderful you made things feel and seem. They wanted that same energy. They wanted to be like you. I'm hearing counterpart now. So whoever this is was closely connected to you once upon a time, to where when they got a little taste of your energy, that was it. They were sold. They were like, yeah, that's me right there. And now I'm hearing, why can't that be me? So obviously this person's in a place of regret right now. that they didn't quite make it through. I'm hearing the word champion. So they have to also acknowledge defeat at this point. All right, y'all, we have a visitor. Squeaky Toy is here. Oh, he loves attention. I'm just convinced at this point. Sorry for the camera shake. All right, okay, here we are, y'all. So that's the bottom of the deck energy. So somebody definitely feels defeated here. Now we have the Four of Cups. This is the only card pretty much on the table other than the bottom of the deck that's revealing itself. Like, this is the known aspect of whatever's going on in this comparison, is that this person, this has to do with their failed achievements here with this Four of Cups. But I feel like now, if they would have just, they're saying to themselves, like, if I would have just considered, and I feel like it has to do with someone's feelings. I know you're at the forefront of this, possibly collective, but they're thinking about a lot of other emotional standpoints in their life along their journey where they could have been more considerate than they were. Because I'm hearing obsolete. Consideration wasn't even a thing to this person. They didn't care how you felt about anything. They didn't care. But I feel like it was the direct result of what they were doing to you. They didn't care how you felt about what they were doing, what they were acknowledging, what they were not acknowledging or not doing. It didn't matter. So this person's in this contemplative phase about, I heard characteristics just now. So there's something about what you showed. I heard perform. So you showed them different ways of how to handle situations just by them observing you, and possibly how you dealt with them, how you handled them. You also showed them they probably weren't at a time to receive, but now they know that they were also affected by your generosity and how you treated others. To now that was the missing piece. I heard key and I saw a key just now. That was the missing link for this person, is that they were unable to even consider that they were part of even your test. You passed, they failed. They didn't know that it was set up this way. So now here they are, thinking if I had the opportunity to do it again, but, and I'm getting a but reference now. So it tells me that they're still not mature enough to pass to the next level, because they're still inserting that but. And that would be Four of Cups energy. They're not looking outside of the box because they're contained where they are and what's in front of them. And they're only motivated by what's in front of them. They're not seeing the big picture here. All that I heard tag along, all they knew is that they were supposed to be where you are. That was their goal. That was their goal. I heard safety just now. So you were some sort of protection for them. That could be spiritual protection. I'm hearing even a process to where they knew they could come to you and you would not judge them. You would not degrade them. You would not chastise them. So they had safety in you in that regard. So you know what that means? That means outside of you, they were met with a lot of that energy. People chastising them, making fun of them, casting them down and out and away from, them. Nobody wanted this person around them after I guess it was discovered who this person really was. But, they learned that from you, but I guess it hit different when it came from other people, because those were like passerbys. There was more where that came from, but you were not that type. There was no more where you came from. You were the only one. And they know this. They realize this now. Four Cups. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let me turn these cards over. Let's see. These are possibly just unknown, what we don't see coming, energies face down, like maybe never considered even. All right, so we have the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and then the Justice. The cards are on the side, but I do notice that two of these cards, the Justice and the Seven of Cups, are in the same direction, but they're opposing this Page of Wands, or vice versa. The Page of Wands is opposing the Justice and the Seven of Cups. But let me get some more detail here, y'all. See what's going on. Spirit, tell me more, please. I heard cast judgment just now. All right, so this person found a lot of power and strength in being immature, making immature moves. But what it did is that it allowed them to, who they thought they were playing others, they really played themselves in this regard. Because I have to consider there's some sort of false pretense here by way of their gauge of what they were doing, actions, that immaturity, like thinking they could get away with things or not considering others' feelings, as I stated earlier. It really put them in some sort of chokehold. Not even sort of. It put them in a chokehold, but their process in maturity and spirituality were like low level. So we've had the energy of like higher institutions of learning, schools, all of that came out in the channeling. But this person, like their grade level is very low. Like, imagine somebody being like a full grown adult, but when it comes to like their learning abilities, they don't pass. They're well below average. I'm not even talking about like letter grades. This is understanding spirituality, maturity, how you treat others. This is like the laws of justice, even when it comes to spirituality. They had no clue or idea. Or, it's like going in to take a test, but you didn't study. You didn't care to study. It didn't matter. Like you didn't even think that it was relevant to how you live your life. That's what I'm getting here. So to summarize that, rules did not apply to them. They didn't feel that it was one of those things that, they were signing up for higher learning. Therefore, school, life is a school. So, but they were not qualifying themselves for, graduating to the next level and then graduating to the level above that. They didn't consider this. But they were trapped in an illusion here of their own laws of justice. All right, let me keep going, y'all. Let me keep going. So these cards are also on their sides. We have the Ace of Swords, the Empress, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. I'm just going to, let me slide these down and then I'll be able to spread these out so you can see them. See what's happening here. Spirit, tell me more. So this is definitely in regards to higher learning here with this Ace of Swords. It's on the side. So for me, it's to be determined energy along with these other cards, like it's based on something. Whether or not it's going to be a new and exciting endeavor or if it's just going to be somebody trapped in their old mindset. But they obviously get a new start. But see, that was at 10 of Wands because there has been a completion. But they don't get to start over into something fresh and new. They got to go back to the beginning of where they started and then work their way back up. All right, so I'm getting sabotage here. So this person, whoever they are, that I said they felt like they should be where you are in life or your journey, spirituality. They don't feel like they should be trapped where they are. We got the Seven of Swords here, but this is the main reason why they tried to sabotage and set up an Empress. So this is why they are where they are. So does this mean that they're not acknowledging that you're an Empress? I said that they realize now that you're a one of one. Like they met plenty like of the same sort of characteristic personality because that's what they attracted to them. But they never met another you. But now learning that they did everything to betray, set up, sabotage somebody of a high ranking, this has them in this Three of Swords. It's like forever in the Three of Swords energy now. Forever crying, lots of sadness, lots of pain, lots of hurt, heartbreak, lots of it. I heard impeding. Impeding. What is that, Spirit? All right, so I feel like that's like a snowball effect, like it keeps just getting greater and greater, but really worse and worse with this sadness energy. Four of Pentacles, this has to do with control. Like, you can't take this away from me. I earned this right. So, they're feeling like maybe that's the reason why they feel they're supposed to be alongside with you. Because they earned some sort of right or privilege to be there or to take ownership over you. Like, what is this? Six of Cups. This is some sort of, I'm getting naive energy from this. Naivety. I just heard what you don't know won't hurt you. So this was this person's mindset, them doing things behind your back in order to possess and control you, thinking that you're some sort of material object. Like somebody would have like a favorite, designer brand, and that's their go-to, and they're flashy with it. Everything is Gucci'd out. Everything is Louis Vuitton. Everything is whatever. Even I'm getting sorority colors even. Everything is pink and green, whatever kind of color combinations that have to do with fraternity sororities. But it's like being part of some sort of organization now is what's coming through. So possibly that's the ownership control. You know what I was just shown? Somebody like bringing their dog to a dog park. So that means whatever organization this was, you were some sort of show off, but then also you were commanded to do as they say with the pet ownership. But also at the same time, it's like they loved you, but at the same time, you got to obey me. It's an obey, control, possession, command coming from this person's energy, but they thought that they could do this with you, Empress. So needless to say, they had things twisted, like all the way effed up. I don't know why though, I don't know why, but I guess the immaturity level that was associated with this person early on, in considerations of the higher learning where you are, they feel they should be too. But yeah, I'm hearing demand. Let's get some clarifiers, y'all. See what else is there. So, not to mention, I'm being told to say again that this person's stuck. So that means they could literally, physically be somewhere where they can't get out. But so they have nothing but time to think here. They got a new beginning. Why am I laughing? Why do I do that? Why do I do that? I know it's nothing funny to this person. Absolutely nothing funny to them. I heard challenging. So they're in a tight space. And tight literally could mean a cell, a very tight cell. All right, we got false person at the bottom of the deck. Distance Horizon was the first card to fall out, but for me, this means like it's stability, but not in a good way. Like they aren't able to move about, but I feel like that's because I'm hearing reign and control. So there's something that's dominating them. Just like they wanted to possess and dominate you, they're now being that way. So if they are going by the number 754321, I mean, that's what it is. We got family room here. Spirit, tell me more about family room. So I heard justified just now. Okay, so, and it's touching that Six of Cups. So this has something to do early on with that possession energy. This could be lifetimes. So I honestly, you guys, I don't feel like, I got to a point where I'm like, I'm just going to start identifying people as spirits. Like, you're no longer Tom to me. You're going to be a spirit that I energetically know and have known, because why in the hell do you keep chasing me? You keep showing up in different people, but I know it's you. I can feel the energy. I know it is. So I feel like the lifetime's energy just has to do with this person just constantly trying to get next to you by way of family members, people who you've connected with, who you're building a relationship with, but then all of a sudden things kind of turn funky or turn cold or weird. I'm hearing abstract because this monkey wrench of an energy of a spirit that's been following you was thrown into that vessel. I'm getting someone with just like a deep gaze. Like it's almost like if you learn to discern close enough, you can see the switch. You can feel the switch in somebody. You can observe the switch. You don't even have to physically be near this person so they can lay eyes on you. You could just feel the energetic shift in someone. It could be mid-conversation even. But it's giving me spy energy. Like this person could just inhabit whoever or whatever it is that they need to try to get next to you. But that was the energy. I'm feeling like this person has always felt like they're supposed to be where you are. It got to a point to where they wanted to mimic you even, because they felt greatly that your life is supposed to be theirs. I mean, they would feel that way if they're constantly losing and you're constantly winning, but they're the ones that are trying to cause you to lose, right? They would feel that way. I mean, but why so pressed? Why so pressed to keep continuing to try to obsess you? I heard obsess you. But obsess, that felt like an energy of possess you. Y'all, let me find out that your vessel is the one they want. They want to be in your shoes, like for real, like let's cut all of the fun and games away. They really wanted to grow up like you did. They wanted to talk like you did. They wanted to have the things that you did, live where you live, drive what you drive, have the friends. I'm hearing influence. You heavily influenced this person, but it became an obsession to where they wanted to actually possess you, like your spirit and everything, as if this spirit's been following you around for lifetimes, right? Finally, they get the opportunity to trap you, right? To try to consume and devour you. But the whole point is that they wanted to jump inside of your vessel and control it along with you. They wanted to control you and your vessel. What kind of movie is this? Like, this sounds like a movie, you guys. I don't understand. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's like, can I come live with you? Never mind, I'm gonna just force entry. It don't matter what you say. Oh boy. All right, y'all, let me turn these other two cards over, clarifiers. And we have the coffin card and the main female. Y'all, did I not just mention this? This person wanted to put an end to you, Empress. Yes, main female, Empress. I already said this. They purposely, Seven of Swords, sabotage you, but now they're in a world of sadness. It's like snowball effect even. It gets greater and greater as the days go by, this sadness. Distance horizons reverse. They're stuck somewhere. They can't get to you. Even energetically, they can't get to you. This person's stuck. Look at 4 cups. They're stuck in this one place. But they've been identified, you guys. So it is what it is. And possibly now they realize that they showed up as some sort of false person to you. Okay, but here's the thing, you guys. They don't feel like they did anything wrong. That's the weird part. That's what I'm getting. There's that lower learning or the learning disadvantage that they have is causing them to not realize that what they did was wrong. And they got to start over. And their new beginning is in a controlled environment, whether it be, spiritually or physically. They can't leave from where they are. I heard jailed. So that was the whole point of reference. They can't leave. Confined. All right, y'all. I hope this helped.